Money.
Crap.
Well, that was an intro.
Welcome back, folks.
Episode, which one? 45?
45. Episode 45.
The Hispanic on Paper podcast. My name is Marcos.
My name is Chris.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome to greatness.
In the making.
So, super quick preface. If you are joining, what do we do about the dodgeball thing?
So, I was thinking, I honestly think we post two things. Like, we post this on Spotify and, like, this also on YouTube as, like, the follow-up to the video.
But it should be the same video?
It should be the same video.
Okay,
it should be the same video for YouTube, but for Spotify, we just post this part.
Gotcha. So if you're joining us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, this will be on YouTube. But also, some fun news is that we actually just left a dodgeball tournament. I want to sit close. I want to sit closer to you. Yeah,
Let me see.
You smell good.
Are we in the?
How about now? Thanks.
Cool.
So, we just left a dodgeball tournament for children. So if you want to go check that out, we had a lot of fun with it. We don't know if it's good yet.
Yeah, we still have to, we still got to figure out.
We haven't reviewed any of the audio or anything like that, but go check it out nonetheless. And if you haven't yet, go to YouTube and subscribe. Maybe like our first post. That'd be fun.
That'd be really cool.
Kind of weird and zany, but you should try it nonetheless. Wouldn't that be random?
What?
That'd be so random if you just went and just subscribed and liked.
I think it would just be really quirky.
Kind of zany?
Yeah. Like dare say?
Dare say, absolutely.
A little fun.
But welcome back, episode 45, folks. We have an interesting one.
Yeah. This was such a spur of the moment idea.
Yes.
And I'll go in depth a little bit about it. So
yeah, well, real quick. If you are joining us today for Hispanic Empowerment Podcast, hoping to feel a little enlightened about your race or culture or inheritance, this is not that heritage. Your inheritance, your life insurance fund. That's what I was saying. Okay.
We're also not responsible for that.
Yes. So yeah, if you're you're such a dick. If you're inquiring about your heritage, this is not that podcast. We're just two silly hearts who are documenting ourselves growing up and trying to capture what it's like to be young in this modern silly age.
Yeah. So the preface was to the dodgeball tournament.
Yes. Vis-a-vis dodgeball.
We were trying to find guests, either like temporary, just like a quick guest to have on, somebody that we immediately knew, but we're like, let's just keep thinking. Chris comes up with the idea because he gets a text from his ma.
My ma texted me right on time.
Yeah. And she said, hey, there's a dodgeball tournament. Come and support your brothers.
Yes.
Brother, I should say, Charlie.
Yeah, only Charlie participated.
Yes. Good one. I'm gonna let that. I hope it zooms in right there. Just try any faces you like.
Just flopped hard as hell.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So basically got us all together and Chris goes, hey, why don't we record this? Or why don't we just bring in the shit? Like we just bring in the mics and everything and we just go record, them playing. And it was so much fun.
It was actually a blast. And I think it was fun because one, that's weird. Like not weird as in creepy or like.
Who does that?
I'll say right now, this is going to be strange because we didn't necessarily have approval or permission to do what we did. And one, if like a parent or like any faculty member hits us up and is like, hey, this is inappropriate, what you guys did is wrong.
We'll take it down.
One, we'll take it down, blur the faces, whatever. But two, it
was after school.
At no point should anyone be trying to make this a weird thing. Like this was hilarious. We had so much fun. We interviewed a bunch of the kids. We talked to some of the parents. Our old teachers were there. Like it was the most innocent, fun-hearted thing that you could have. So I refuse. Like if you're gonna try and throw shade at us, don't
fight me on it.
Yeah, I'll box for sure.
Yeah. Remember, if you go back to an earlier episode, Chris fights.
I do be fighting. Yeah. So if you, that's probably funny. I will say that. Yeah, I have said that before on the podcast. If you disagree with me so strongly that you're willing to fight, DM us on Instagram at Hispanic on Paper Podcast and we can fight.
We'll organize a thing in the ring.
I'm willing to fight.
Find a boxing gym somewhere. Talk to the owners.
Yep, absolutely. We hit up Chuckwalla Park. Friday afternoon and we can fight. It sounds like a great time, but genuinely it was a fun, lighthearted, really, really good time. I'm so glad we did that.
No, yeah, like that was to interview like your little brothers too. Or Charlie in the middle of it.
Hit up Drew. Shout out Drew, bro. Drew is a
freaking cannon.
Savage. Absolute savage. This kid had an arm on him. But
he was throwing like 60s, bro.
Yeah, dude. This kid had
a light, fluffy ball.
Beams, but it was a really good time, so go check that out. Absolutely. Wait, real quick, just a test. Okay, so maybe turn it down a little bit. Sorry. we're still learning all this stuff, you know us. But yeah, so this is the Hispanic on Paper podcast. If you want to go see us, goof off and maybe try out some sports casting.
Yeah.
Hit up YouTube. Go to YouTube at Hispanic on Paper Podcast and check us out. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. But
we really tried to channel our inner Cotton and Pepper.
Yeah, from Dodgeball. If you haven't seen Dodgeball, go check that out because we prepped. We let's embody.
Prep
these
was
two guys.
a 3-minute clip of basically their screen time.
Yeah,
just on the way there.
Exactly. He will not be able to see very well Cotton. Just super funny stuff. But yeah, you guys. But I mean, aside from that, I think we are back in business as usual.
Yeah.
So with that being said, Marcos, how was your week?
The week was pretty good.
It's a good week.
Yeah, it's definitely like work is starting to get pretty stressful again, where it's like starting to just.
Is it that time of year? Or is
it's snowbird season, so we have like way more older people who just don't know how to use their phone.
Technologically illiterate.
It's literally just like hey, my phone doesn't turn on. It's like, okay, and then I'm like, well, here, and then I have them hand me the phone and I press the power button and it turns on, and they're like, oh, how much do I owe you? And I was like, dude, you should not be one, this gullible, two. Own this phone. Like, somebody will rob your money, just legally, completely legal for just the skill of knowing
that's
how
a
to turn
service
the phone.
fee. That's a service fee.
I'm not doing that to somebody.
You easily could have said like, oh, $175 and just straight pocketed it. But yeah, I mean, that's obnoxious as hell. But
what about you? What about you? I think there's an update that you need to give.
I quit my job.
Mm-hmm. We need to get like an episode count. How many weeks did Chris work there? Because that's actually a true tell. It's probably 5 episodes.
5. I worked there for 5 episodes. No, what would be funnier is if we have a I quit my job tally.
Oh my god,
we could make like a quick little montage of like, because this podcast is a year old.
No,
so
there's gonna be a 0 days since last job quit. You'd probably have like 3 by now.
No, I'd have 5. Yeah.
Bouncer. AVI.
No, my warehouse job. The bar. AVI. No, that's okay.
My fault.
The bar. I mean, I'll leave it in. I don't care. But yeah, the bar, the warehouse job, the sales job, the retail job, and there's one more that I'm missing. I did it like super quick. I don't remember. Whatever. Maybe there's 4 then. But anyway, I quit my job again. So yeah, that'd be funny. It'd be funnier if it were on video, because then like I don't know. That way like we could actually document it. But
quitting on video?
Yeah. No.
Just walking into putting your 2 weeks.
Hey, for the podcast, real quick, would you be willing to tell me,
camera crew comes in?
How do you feel knowing that I'm quitting in 14 days? Just tell me how you feel about that.
So, how would you feel hypothetically, just in the random moment?
Like, don't
just spitballing ideas. If I were to quit, say like at the end of today,
real quick, into the microphone though, please.
Yeah. No, and like make eye contact with the camera too. Just both of them.
There's a camera, yeah, right here. Yep. So like just zany, wacky, off the cuff, like your genuine reaction. Okay, boom. Mm-hmm. I'm quitting. How do you feel? Tell me.
Go.
And
they're like, huh?
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
No, I will say though, to everyone I worked with, first of all, I got a freaking story to tell you.
Let's go.
So I've mentioned on the podcast more than once that I disliked the pay, and just like, I mean, not even the culture, but like,
no, it was
the
vibe.
The vibe fixed itself. The culture fixed itself. I guess it's like the morale maybe, or so, it's something weird. There's a super hyper specific term that I have an issue with.
Okay, describe it.
So I'll describe it with, and I've said this on the podcast before. Sorry to repeat myself, but so it felt like they would be like, "Hey, listen, we want you to take initiative. Okay?
Oh yeah,
go against the average.
Yeah,
all right. Don't do what's expected of you. Do more,
different, and be better.
Exactly. And then you're like, hey, well, I don't think that this is being done as efficiently as it could be. And then like, whoa, don't talk back. Hey, we
have a system here.
Everything's fine. Jeez, everything's fine the way it is. But make sure you take initiative if something isn't.
Right.
It's fine. Dude, this thing is like spinning. You spin. Anyway. So that was just something that was a little bit frustrating for me. And once again, I'm up playing it because it's not.
Sorry, my bad.
You're good. I'm up playing it because, for content purposes. But the other thing is, I used to bitch about the money, right?
Yeah.
And I feel bad. If you're listening to this and I used to work with you, I'm sorry. But check it out. I was like, okay, so I went from $1,300 paychecks. I'll be super transparent. My paychecks used to be about $1,200 to $1,300.
Mm-hmm.
And then my first paycheck at this new company was $400. That's half of rent and not including any other bills. Ooh. So I was immediately like, ooh, that's not going to work.
Yeah, what now?
So then I keep working and keep looking at other jobs. The day before payday, I put in my 10 days.
Oh,
I'm like, hey, you guys, I genuinely can't do this. If you want me to keep working here, you're killing me.
Yeah.
You're putting me out on the street. And everyone was fine.
Yeah.
And then payday happens, and that $400 paycheck more than doubled.
God.
So it was like a little over 800.
Yeah.
And I immediately was like, oh shit.
I fucked up.
It was training. It was my training paycheck.
God, Chris.
It wasn't my actual paycheck. So
yeah, maybe it takes longer than a month to figure that out.
I could have kept working there theoretically.
Oh, yeah. So you just didn't give yourself the opportunity. So now let me ask you, Chris, how do you feel?
I feel a little dumb.
Don't you feel silly?
I do feel silly. Here's the other thing. The human body is not meant to stand up for 9 hours straight. Or not 9 hours straight, but 9 hours in a day. Like my back at the end of those shifts was hurting so badly. And it's like, fine. Yeah, you're right. You're going to cry? You're going to cry? Mm-hmm. God gave you 2 feet that you can't even stand on? Mm-hmm.
Sounds like you need some better shoes.
Yeah. Don't you work at a shoe shop? Crazy.
Can't lean on a rack, can you?
My friend Dr. Scholl has some inserts he can sell you. $55.
No.
Those things are great. What are you talking about? Those are fantastic.
I'm not paying for that. I'm just buying a shoe that is comfy.
Yeah. But why don't you stand in it for 9 hours and then see how you feel after, huh?
That's probably true.
Yeah.
It's probably true.
But because I was wearing Vapor Maxes.
Yeah. Those airbags.
Yep. Oh yeah. Straight responsivity to your feet. I don't know. That's not a word. But anyway, I almost saw a fight at a gas station yesterday, and that was really funny.
Ooh.
You want to hear about that?
Yeah.
So check this out. Okay, this is bonkers. Yesterday, I walked into a gas station, Circle K. Check it out. This Circle K had 4 pumps. It only had 4 pumps.
4.
So it had 2 stations.
Shockingly low number.
It had 2 stations, or like 2 pumps, and 1 on each side. And there were like 8 cars that needed gas. So I got in line. It was like Costco for a second, but the thing is, Costco has one direction.
Yeah, straight through.
You only go one way in Costco. Yep. Circle K with only 4 pumps.
Pandemonium.
Every man for themselves.
Yep.
So I got up tight behind this one truck, and everyone else was doing their own thing.
Yeah.
My truck drove off. I pull up, start gassing up. By that time, the other pumps had figured themselves out. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go inside because I need a drink. I got myself a Bang.
Right.
Hashtag sponsor us, please.
More of a Rain guy.
Really?
Sorry. Shout out to Coca-Cola Company for being your subsidiary.
Sponsor us then.
Rain.
Please sponsor us, Rain.
Something. I love 300 milligrams of caffeine every day. It's kind of like
straight into my veins. Come on, Rain.
No, cut that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm in this gas station about to buy my peach mango Bang. So guy in front of me, just hanging out. Guy in front of him trying to buy scratchers.
Okay.
And the guy's like, no, we don't have those.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, can you check? He's like, no, we don't have those.
We're out.
And he's like, well, but you didn't even check. He's like, no, I just know that we don't have those. And he's like, okay. Can you humor me? Can you check?
That is so funny.
Yes. So check it out.
What's the age gap between the two people?
So hear me out. So 35 years. So it was a young black guy asking for the scratcher that he wanted, right?
Okay.
Old ass short Indian guy.
Mm-hmm.
Is it messed up if I do the accent? I shouldn't do the accent because I'm really good at it. I practiced. Mm-mm. Okay, I won't. Okay, never mind. I'm not good. Tim says no. Okay. Cancel meter. Okay, it's in the red.
It's creeping up.
It's in the red.
You're right on the yellow.
So, no, okay. No. I'm kidding. So yeah, exactly.
You know when Stitch and Lilo and Stitch has like the red meter, like he's filling in the crowd because he's bad.
Oh, that's right. I was also thinking that's way better than mine. I was thinking Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, the danger meter. But yeah, so the young Indian or the old Indian guy was just like, no, like we don't have that. I don't even have to check. Mm-hmm. And the guy was like, what? Okay, fine. So guess what the young black guy does? He goes over to the soda fountain.
Okay.
Grabs the smallest cup, fills it up with water, chugs the water, throws the cup away.
Okay.
So the guy in front of me pays. And now it's my turn. Hi, just this bang, please, and 25 on one.
25 on pump
$25 on pump one,
Boom.
please. And then the young kid is walking out behind me. And then the guy's like, sir, you know what you did isn't right. You know what you did is not okay, right? And the guy's like, what'd I do? And he's like, you know what you did. What did I do? You know what you did. 25 on one. Hey, no.
Hey, right here.
25 on one.
Eyes on me. I don't have time for this.
25 on one.
Hey,
no.
Please.
Hey,
no.
it's you and me.
I'm begging you.
It's you and me.
Fuck the corporate energy, man. It's just you and me right now. I need the gas.
25 on one. Just 25 on one,
Slams
please.
the money
please. 25 on one. Okay, great. Right? Okay, so he goes, okay, you're good. He says to me, he's like, okay, you're good.
You're good.
Put your card in. Okay. Boom, Apple Pay. Beep, beep, beep. Wait, $3.29. No.
You didn't hear me.
No.
Please. No, wait. They're towing your car. Some guy's cutting out your fucking.
Dude, you got to move your car. I don't have gas. There's no gas. I can't.
Where do you want me to move? From pump 1 to pump 2. Get the fuck out of here.
But yeah. No, stay with me. 25 on one. I already did it. No, you didn't. You only did this. Okay, 1 sec. But you can't do that. And then guy behind me.
Yeah.
Hey, how much is a cup?
How much is the cup?
How much is it? I'll pay for it. I'll pay the difference right now. And he's like, no, it's not about that. It's about that you can't do that.
No, I'm talking to you.
And he's like, no, Arizona, you have to legally give someone water when they need water. You if they ask for water, you have it. Well, he didn't ask. Hey, 25 on one. Just 25 on one. Please. I just need my gas. 25 on one. That's all I'm asking for, man. No. Okay. Yeah. Scan your card.
Pure desperation.
Nothing's there. Nothing's there.
He hasn't even typed anything.
Hold on. Yeah, no. You didn't ask. Hold on. And I'm like, no, I just
fuck off. Run. Just tell him to run.
I said that.
Run.
I
go.
said to the guy, I said, dude, do you need anything else? He's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, then just get out. Go. You have 2 people here vouching for you. So now I'm pissed. Now I'm pissed at the old guy.
Oh my God.
I'm pissed at the old guy, and I'm not taking his side no matter what. And then the guy behind me goes, hey! Screams. And I immediately turn around. I'm like, dude, don't do that.
Yeah, you said that.
Go easy on him.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't raise your voice. Don't do that.
Yeah.
25 on one right now. Yep. Oh, have a good day, sir. And I'm like, okay. Beep. Gone.
Blast off.
I flew out of there, but I'm like, bruh. What the hell? So it's funny because the guy behind me, old white dude.
Yeah. I
can't believe he took the kid's side. I was like, I thought this was about to be a racial altercation because like he had a Blue Lives Matter sticker on the back of his windshield. So I was just the whole thing. I was just really like, wow, I'm a very assumptuous person. I should stop doing that. But holy crap! And then the old Indian guy on the way out, he's like, Tessa. Do you have to give water? And I don't know how that.
Do you have to give water?
I don't know how that interaction went, but I took off and I was just like, bruh. And then I get back to the office with my 1 bang and my $25 worth of gas in my tank, and I'm just like, I sit down and I tell my boss, I'm just like, bro.
I'm putting my 2 weeks in because of that.
But yeah, man.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing in the world.
It's really not often that I like see altercations.
Yeah, me neither.
I just don't.
Me neither.
I guess not. Like
that's why. But
it's only at gas stations though. Maybe. No, I think a lot of your NPC moments stop going to gas stations.
You're right. You've said
stop
this before.
going there.
You're right. If you've been listening to the podcast
or talking to strangers.
If you've listened to the podcast, you definitely know this, that like 80% of the times I'm in a gas station, something weird and bad happens.
Yes.
Which is, I guess, my fault.
Walmart.
My favorite one is when I told the guy, I was like, hey, how long you been growing your hair out? And he's like a year. And I'm like, bro, it looks perfect. That looks dope. I've been growing mine out for like 6 months. And he's like, okay. And I was like, oh, shit.
Okay.
And then he met me out in the parking lot. And he's like, hey, bro, what'd you say about my hair? I was like, I said good. It looks dope. And he's like, all right, then. Fucking whatever. Just storms off. I'm like,
what? Why? Okay. Why did you just...
Okay, GTA character.
I know.
I'm definitely supposed to fight.
Then you pull out the 9. He's like, I'd like to apologize.
No, bro, I'll say this right now. That guy would have kicked my ass. That guy was...
Yeah, didn't you say? Didn't you say he would have actually...
That guy was swole as shit. That guy... I wonder how he's doing.
So he's probably yelling at more random people, just being a menace to society.
Yeah, he probably went home and was like, "Who the fuck compliments another guy's hair? Like, just shut up."
Babe, what the fuck?
It's probably a good point. But
yeah, he's looking in the hair. He's like, he does kind of one of these like.
I mean,
I've been using my conditioner.
It looks kind of fire though.
See, babe, I got mad because he fucking like recognized my conditioner and shit, but you don't like ever appreciate my locks.
I gatekeep my conditioner. I don't need no one's hair looking as voluminous and luscious as mine. All right.
I wanted to bring up something about you moving to Australia.
Oh yeah.
There's a surfing competition that was happening. The guy's name is Mick Fanning. I don't know if you looked this up because I put it in the notes the other day.
I did not.
Mick Fanning,
no.
You're awesome. You're genuinely awesome for that. Straight up.
Shout out Mick
and I'll talk about why. A great white shark, he's surfing in a competition, live being recorded, right? Just about to like paddle out, he said. All of a sudden, great white shark comes up and it's out of nowhere. It's literally like you see the dorsal fin like break the surface for a split second and then pandemonium. He bites his board and it pulls him under because he has his rope tied. Yeah, the leg rope. Yeah, he has that shit attached. He gets out of his shore and he's like, I don't know if I'll ever do that again. He's like, I could tell I got a few good hits on him. He's like, he said he punched the fuck out of that shark. You can see him swimming and then there's a few like just cut punches and it's not about winning. It's about setting a message. I don't even know if he won that competition. I don't know what happened after, but all I know is that he punched a great white and he will be forever lamented in history for that. And what my message to you was, and I was thinking about it. One, you probably would fight a shark. You would try.
Me?
Great whites like roam Australia because south because like Seal Island.
Seals.
Seals.
Absolutely.
Yeah, seals. Hella great whites. So yeah, I was thinking like, what is the odd? Like, what are the odds that Chris, like, how many sharks or what type of sharks could Chris reasonably fight and scare off? Because like a great white shark, I was looking up. 253 stone. For those of you who don't know, stone is 14 pounds, I believe. It's,
oh, wow.
So 253 stone, that's about 3,500 pounds?
3 times 14.
Yeah.
The answer is 3,542.
3,540. 3,500 pounds. More than a car.
A ton and a half.
Ton and a half. You're fighting. That guy punched the shit out of it. I don't know how it scared away. Maybe it just bit the board so many times. It was like, fuck this, I'm not getting food. There's no like
maybe that's true. Like, hey, there's no nutrients.
Should we interview the shark?
Yes, we should.
Yeah, we should get him on.
Shark, if you're listening to this, hit us up, Hispanic on Paper Podcast.
He's probably tagged. So there's actually sharks.
Tagged in more ways than one.
There's an app that my coworker was showing me.
Oh,
they tag great white sharks.
Yep. And you just see what they're doing.
Yeah,
or where they're at.
Their names, what they named them, what their weight is, where they're moving.
There's bracelets that you can buy. And if you buy that bracelet, there's like a QR code or something in it.
It buzzes the shark?
Yeah.
No.
No. It's the opposite. When it's like when your shark has like activity, it'll buzz you.
Yeah,
you could check the app and it's like, yo, your shark is like doing some shit right now.
Have you seen those bracelets that like if you tap on them, it vibrates the other person's arm?
Yeah.
What if it was like that? So a bunch of people was
your
like,
shark?
You want to page those shark is like, get the fuck off me.
No. But you put it in like the shark's molar and it tells you when it like just killed something.
No, it tells you like PSI. Like
what's the guy's name? McFadden?
Mick Fanning.
Mick Fanning. It'd be funny if Mick Fanning's buzzed when he was getting attacked. He's like, oh, yo,
shark activity.
This is my shark. I can tell you straight up. If I'm getting attacked by a shark and I can get my right arm above water, then I might be able to make a difference. Fair fight. I can say that with confidence. I could hold my breath for almost 2 minutes. I can.
But like being thrashed
exerting
around.
that much force, I'm sure that would alter that a little bit. But I can't say right now.
Seconds.
So let's say I'm hitting a wave. I'm riding the bank. And then I get attacked and a shark jumps out, gets my board.
Wow. Hit the lip, say, wow.
So my immediate thing is going to be to detach my Velcro on my ankle. Did you see that?
No.
Oh.
I go ahead.
Well, what I thought right now is like, I can see my ankle, but the camera can't.
No,
I just did that.
It's just a movement.
I just did that, but I didn't I didn't know how that would look.
Marcos won't lift his leg up because there will be not feet.
Ew.
There will not be feet for free.
Yo, you got Cheetos out on the podcast?
I'm absolutely Fred Flintstoning this bitch right now. Yo, no, get away from there. Fucking.
But anyway, I get attacked by a shark. I get dragged down. Let's call it 6 feet, which is not that much. Ew. Detach that. Swim to the top, and I'm gonna put my face down and look. And I'm gonna hope that motherfucker comes get me.
Straight up.
Yeah, barreling.
And then your face is gone.
My favorite thing to think about is if here, will you hold this real quick?
Yeah.
Is if a shark is coming up, like its mouth is right here, I so badly want to stand on
do a backflip off it. That's when you attach the chains in its mouth.
Oh, exactly.
The leg rope, and then you ride the shark.
That's how you chip it. For your bracelet.
Oh my god. I was thinking of I thought of something.
Shout out Mick Fanning.
There's a guy on TikTok. I can't think of his channel, but his videos always make me cry. It's like he goes, what are you doing in the situation about these wolves? Say it's like wolves come up to attack you. He's like, it's actually pretty simple. So you're gonna move into the first wolf. You're gonna go for a double-legged takeout with a suplex on there. Second wolf, you're gonna actually grab and you're gonna throw that into the third and fourth wolves. Fifth and sixth are actually gonna be so intimidated that they actually just take off. Yeah, and he's like, yeah, these are actually pretty basic skills. If you pass your driver's test, I think anybody could really take care of this.
My favorite one was where he's like
the gorillas. You saw the gorillas, right?
No, I didn't see that one. I
thought I showed you that one.
You might have. I don't know. The one I'm thinking right now is like, he's like, hey, dude, what would you do if you were like fighting this guy and he like hit you with like a laser beam and you got like paralyzed and you just couldn't move? Like, what would you do? And the guy's like, well, I mean, shit, like I guess I wouldn't do anything. I'm paralyzed, right? And then the first guy's like, fucking pussy, I would beat his ass.
Me.
Okay.
No, I thought about what was that? You sent me a video the other day about how I said we'd run different. The Titanic. Yeah. So,
so check it out. Realistically, hold on. This is let's play this completely serious. Let's talk about physics, weight distribution, and buoyancy for just a moment. So, hear me out, folks. Let's talk about this. This is a very real thing.
The Titanic capsizing.
The Titanic crashing and or breaking. So let's break this down from a fundamental standpoint. Sorry, how did I have this balancing before?
Yeah, you would have had the third or the front two pegs. I had the front two pegs on mine.
There we go. That's right. There we go. It's not working.
Let me see.
What the hell?
Move your mic further up. Or let me see.
Oh, that's what it is. You're right.
It's weight distribution.
Well, speaking of, you know what?
Oh, wow. Could not be a better moment to talk about this.
So, that was a ploy. I got Marcos exactly where I wanted him. So,
walked into the wrong room.
So the Titanic, right? It's a boat. And it's slowly starting to lean because
it's capsizing.
Oh no, it's capsizing. Guess what's on the Titanic?
A bunch of people.
A bunch of people weighing from averages of 110 to 220 pounds at the time.
No.
America wasn't fat yet.
No. That's why they wouldn't be.
Oh, okay.
They'd be like 160,
buck 10
170
to buck 80.
Yeah,
just women and men of
Boom.
varying shapes and sizes.
Right there.
So guess what we have? We have a bunch of people going, no, we're falling. No, I can't swim. Mm-hmm. Wrong. You dummy. Everyone just run to the top. If everyone's on a boat that's capsizing, just run to the other side.
Video go.
And weight distribution and buoyancy will, and then the boat's safe.
Level it out. Come on, man. It's too easy.
It's too easy,
too
bro.
easy. And, I was really thinking about it. I said, if they put our squad, the group of 5, I think personally we would have ran different. We would
honestly.
We just move in a way that's, we would have hit the iceberg head on.
Respectfully, if the 5 of us boys were on the Titanic, Leonardo DiCaprio would have no career in acting because the Titanic would have never been written because it never would have crashed and it never would have sank. And there's no story there.
There would have been no door that he clearly had room for.
Who's even heard of What's Eating Gilbert Grape? And even when you talk about that movie, you're still talking about Johnny Depp. Respectfully. So you're welcome. If you fellow followers are on a capsizing boat, just run to the other side. It's so easy.
And dare I say, if you're strong enough, you can dip your whole body off the end of it just to give it that extra harumph, you know?
Just pull it down.
And then just pull the boat back down to the water, and then a little bit of Flex Seal.
So that's why...
Flex Seal on
now
Titanic.
That's some damage.
No, can you imagine? Can you imagine a fucking boat breaks?
Flex Seal.
Yeah. Get out the Flex Seal. Go, 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 go. Squadrons of people. One guy's holding the end of a duct tape roll.
You ever seen the movie Fury? It's a tank movie with Brad Pitt, John Bernthal, Logan Herman,
I haven't seen it.
Michael Pena. And it's a tank movie, World War II, badass movie.
Oh, shit.
It'd be really funny if like, oh, we're hit, port side. Grab the can.
Spray on shoes.
Dude, Flint Lockwood could have made a fuck ton of money selling his shit to the military.
Okay, no, and that's how he would have become Iron Man. Just saying.
Dude, that's so funny.
I wanna see about this. We talked about a lot of things involving death in recent episodes.
Yes, a lot of death.
Now, a potential guest that we'd love to have is Mark Kelly, astronaut. You know,
Tim's dying over
now, in the topic of death, we would want to get the homie hookup to essentially the point in 80 years from now that when we die and we're like 100 years old, even
good form because we're talking to Mark Kelly.
Yeah,
right now.
we're talking
Mark Kelly.
Exactly.
Hear us out, please.
All right, Mr. Kelly, astronaut,
state senator,
philanthropist,
entrepreneur,
general cool guy,
honest to goodness American lover of freedom.
What would be the odds that when we pass, we pass?
Not a joke.
Cremation would be the route that we would take.
Naturally.
If this plan comes into fruition.
Of course.
Right.
Naturally.
Fly us into space or release our ashes among the stars. It's a simple request, really.
Absolutely.
Where we're already going up there, just throw out a day's rations,
Yep.
and you got the weight of basically 2 guys.
What
right?
more do you need?
What are you guys going to get rid of? Some spinach, right?
Yeah.
Some freeze-dried, nasty.
Respectfully, Mark Kelly,
I would buy you a lot of astronaut ice cream sandwiches.
you would have so many astronaut ice cream sandwiches. And respectfully, Mark Kelly, 1, I voted for you. So
That I did too.
You owe me that. But 2, Mark Kelly, what's the harm?
What? Yeah.
What's the harm?
What's the harm? At some point, somebody's going to be doing maintenance, right?
Yeah.
Some guy at the International Space Station,
Yeah,
right? Or at the what are they? Yep.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Why can't they just take us out? You know, they whoever they might be in the future when we inevitably pass, because death is inevitable. And, the sooner we accept it and come to terms that we're going to be released in space, right? Then
What better? You can't be more at peace with death than knowing that you're going to be spread among the stars thanks to Mark Kelly.
they say that since we're carbon-based life forms, we're innately products of exploding stars or imploding stars, right?
Yep. Naturally.
We got to go back home.
Send us home, Mark Kelly.
Fly high, space cowboy.
That'd be so sick, though. I mean, pen pals. Like, think about that for one split second. My future self. Dude? If I were on my deathbed,
Orchestrate that.
If I were on my deathbed, knowing full well that I had less than a day to live, I would kick my feet up. I'd get me a cigar.
Yep.
And die, knowing full well. No, it'd be more of like a. Oh shit! I'm so sorry. Okay. Marcus and I bumped into each other. It's okay.
Oh no.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Marcus and I bumped into each other.
I'm so sorry.
I'm
I
sorry.
Totally fucking ate that.
That was funny. But exactly.
Yeah.
Mark Kelly, send us to fucking space, please. Like, what better candidates? And that's the other thing.
We'll pay
Don't get mad.
per weight.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's a
You better not be stepping on the scale though when they're weighing us.
Don't do this.
Don't do that like knee leg thing
Yeah,
that like airlines do.
Yeah, the finger thing where you weigh down the scale at the grocery store where the manager's like. So with that being
What are
said,
they getting out of that?
I hate to make this about race, Mark Kelly.
But it's a race to space. I saved you.
But I'm
Roll
fast.
with it. No. Gotta go fast.
What
Said Sonic
my
the
only
Hedgehog.
other thing is, why do you have to be some crazy astrophysiological physician expert to go to space. Just send up normal dudes.
Like, I think, no, there's probably a bit about, no, there was the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. There was,
shout out.
There was like Jeff Foxworthy, Bill Engvall or Dave Engvall.
Never heard of him.
It's all good. Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh, I love Larry the Cable Guy.
It's a really funny thing.
Yeah.
They're great comedians, amazing show. Colton used to always watch it. So they talked about a bit about having a redneck like be a mechanic. And I immediately thought of like in space, but like in space.
Oh, okay.
So like a spaceship technician.
I was like, there are
I
plenty
need
of
about
redneck
3
mechanics.
liters Mountain Dew, about a roll of duct tape. I can get your carburetor back up running on a spaceship. See, what happened here is there's actually a lot of stuff going on with your thermal gauges going up into space. You know, you're gonna break the atmosphere. Shit's gonna fall apart, my man. You gotta get it tight.
You really need that duct tape. And I'll tell you what, your flux capacitor is so far past due for an oil change. I don't even know how you get me a half liter of vegetable oil.
WD-40.
WD-40 would be helpful.
Yeah.
It'd be ideal. But if you don't have WD-40, I'll tell you what.
Hey,
Axe body spray.
You let me live stream the Kentucky Derby. I tell you what, I get your quantum battery all fixed up for the free. Give me a fucking can of give me a 12-pack of Pat's Blue Ribbon.
Let me watch the United States of A get that gold medal in shooting for the 24th Olympic straight, and we'll be good as deal.
That's the eagle in the background.
Oh yeah, that was really good. That's
Actually,
so funny, dude. The amount of people that are obsessed with shooting in the Olympics is bonkers.
Well, dude, the guns are so crazy looking.
Yeah, they are kind of badass.
One thing a common misconception I want to give you guys a fun fact, since we have birds as our since we have two national birds as our logo, essentially
we should explain that. Have we ever explained that?
Yeah, so the Andean condor is the national bird of Ecuador, and then I didn't take
golden eagle. So if you look on the flag for Mexico, the eagle that's on the front is a golden eagle. That's why, like, if you look at our podcast cover art on the right, which is supposed to be my bird, is the golden eagle, and on the left, which is Marcos's bird,
we're actually flipped. We were flipped just by
we'll
pure coincidence. Whatever it is, we'll reverse the image. That's
a great idea.
That's kind of why we just had them, because we're like, all right,
Hispanic on paper, might as well try and represent.
Yeah, that's why the on paper part is why we're wearing like Sperry's and like polos
and Gucci belts and
just general swagged out birds.
Yep. You're welcome. Yeah. Shout out to the kid that did that. I don't know your name, but kid was a little bit of a haggler, if I do say so myself.
But he did some damn good art.
And
he got us our brand.
Respectfully though, if you're watching this, let's say we get another 100 viewers. Another 100. That'd be super sick.
Yeah, that you didn't actually say. The last video did end up getting 100 views.
No, 85, yeah.
85? Round a little
90.
Just bump it up.
Yeah. I'll watch that shit 15 times tonight, I'll tell you what. But no, if someone who listens to this wants to, I'll say this. I'll be completely for real, Hispanic on paper people, pen pals. If you see our cover art, just know that that's what we're going for. If you can remake that better and we like it, I will pay you $100.
Yeah.
I'll give you $100 to remake our podcast art with maybe put your own spin on it.
Let's talk about what we were looking for originally in the vision. We wanted the birds to look like traditionally white boating boys.
Yes.
Just boating guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Where they had like but not like actual boating where it's like fishing, like preppy
douchey,
boat. Like douchey frat boat.
Douchey frat boat. Exactly.
Yeah. So it was that look on our national country bird, whatever our respective nationalities were.
Ecuadorian and Mexican, yeah.
Beautiful. That's kind of what we were going for. If there's some sort of spin you guys would want to put on it, please. Yeah. Please.
Something else that I pitched to the artist that he didn't really seem to go for was...
Maybe a bit, just a funny bit that we might have had or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's great. So the other thing is a little flavor if you can. I know it's not easy with the Sperry shoes, but like hanging from telephone wires. That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I pitched that originally and the guy was just not about it. He's like, well, how do you want me to do that? And I'm like, well, could you just make the bird standing on a telephone wire? And he's like, well, then how will they stand up? And I was
with their legs.
But then he was like, no, because they're wearing Sperry's. How would they hold on to the...
He checked you anatomically about a fictional drawing?
I'm kind of with it. If I'm doing if I'm doing art for someone and I disagree with the logistics of it, the anatomy of it.
There's a difference between vision and just generally saying no.
I guess
like it's a drawing.
You're right.
Birds can stand vertically on wires. That's fucking crazy, right? Maybe watch this. Ready? I'm going to stand up on the wheels of my chair, and I'm not going to eat shit. Look at that. Oh, I'm the Hispanic on paper bird. Look, if you look at...
amazing.
Yeah, so that's I'm not even leaning on the actual chair.
Oh, I can do it too.
Oh, isn't that crazy? Oh, really? I can sit down now. Oh, so maybe now you can draw just three little curved lines underneath the thing.
Thanks a lot.
But
so,
I mean,
so yeah,
he got paid.
He did get paid. He got paid buku bucks too. I overpaid for that shit. So with that being said, if you want to remake our podcast art, and we have to like it, I'll say that. Not to be a dick, but if we don't like it,
and I'm pretty easy to please.
Yeah, we're very easy to please. Drawing. And I don't. And here's the other thing though. I'll say, if 2 people do it and we like both of them, we'll give you both $100. And
but you don't want to get I'm just like, no, yeah.
But then we'll, I don't know, not alternate, but like we'll do one for like 6 months and then the next one.
Oh, brother, Rona. You get it.
You're right. $50.
What was that training check?
The training check?
Yeah, half of it's gonna go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, a quarter of my first paycheck at my last job, straight to you folks at home. But man, this is a fun one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think dodgeball got us a little riled up.
That was it. It took a little momentum just to.
Yeah.
Because there was so much energy.
Absolutely. I will say to the teacher that checked us, you did a great job, and I think we responded well. We did get a little, not harassed, but what do you call that?
No, she just walked up to us and like, "What are you doing?" And we're like, "Okay, well, we're filming Alex and Charlie."
Yeah, my little brothers
playing dodgeball.
That's the truth.
And doing commentary.
Yeah,
exactly. It was the legitimate truth. We were just doing like meta commentary on the whole game.
Yeah, she was like, "But why?" And we're like, because it's a dodgeball tournament. My brothers are playing in it. She's like, well, what are you recording? And I was like, the tournament.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay.
And then she just 180'd and dipped. And I was like, okay, cool.
And then she South Park like,
yep. Yeah, off screen.
That's my favorite fucking. We gotta do that, dude. I want to make like JPEGs. I want to make little like stencils of ourselves.
No, we have to make like, we got to do like us Canadian style, where like it's like how they have the photo of Saddam Hussein where the mouth is like the bottom jaw is completely fine.
The kid Ike.
Yeah, where the head just.
The whole head opens up when they type. See, that's what South Park does so well, because like that's not a thing.
No,
like, Canadians don't have inherently big mouths, like
or round egg heads. No, they
or beady.
They don't even make them look like what people would look like.
As well as like good as South Park is at like very like the Indians shaking their heads, like the little very bobble that they do. I will say I'm not. I interacted with so many young Indian natives that what?
Tread lightly.
Okay. I've interacted with so many Indian natives that are actually from the country of India who were foreign exchange students here in America because I worked at AT&T.
Cool.
I know that bobble inherently well. So if you don't know what we're talking about, I don't know what it is. But for some reason, a lot of the Indian population, they just do this little...
The same way that a generalization would be that New Yorkers talk with their hands.
Exactly.
Or like Italians talk with their hands. It's like that. It's the same generalization.
Hey, I'm walking here, you know. But like, I will say right now that the one about Indians bobbling their head is very true. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's a very real thing. It's a novelty. It's fascinating. I won't say it's funny. It takes some getting used to, but once you're used to it, you're just like okay.
I've never I know a bit about that, obviously, so there is some truth. When Gabriel Iglesias went to Indonesia, he went to India and he talked about it, like, but he played it up and it was
that's pretty good. Yeah. We won't rip the entire bit, but it's pretty good.
No,
if you haven't seen it, check it out.
Go check out his bit about that.
Man, dude, this is a good one. What else did we have on the itinerary? I mean, this was definitely
people having a bad day at Walmart.
Oh, bro. Yeah, I haven't told you this either. Let me guys tell you about this freaking day I had. Okay, so
Chris needs to stop talking to people.
No. This wasn't NPC moments. This was a boss fight.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, so check me out. It's in Walmart. It's 10:42 in the afternoon. I just worked out with one of Brian. Shout out Brian. He was on episode 38. He was our second guest, I believe. He was our fourth guest because his name starts with a B. So 4th or 5th guest on the 38 episode. Really cool guy. We just worked out, killed our arms. It was a great workout.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, what did I do? I left my wallet in my sister's car.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't have my wallet. Guess what the only store that is open in that radius is Walmart.
And Walmart does not take tap to pay.
Neither does Fry's. And I knew that Fry's did not. So check it out. I went to Walmart. It's a neighborhood market Walmart too. So it's not like one of the super centers. It's one of the small ones.
Yeah. Friendly neighborhood.
I walk
Walmart.
in. I've never done this before. Here's what I'll say. In like 2020, a guy approached me and he's like, "Dude, I don't have my wallet and this place doesn't accept Apple Pay. If you buy my groceries, I will Zelle or Venmo you whatever my receipt says."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Dude, sure. That sounds awesome. Cool."
Okay.
Worked out great. No big deal.
Yeah.
And we were both happy. It was a great transaction. No one cared.
Oh, that actually happened.
Yeah.
That wasn't okay.
In 2020, that happened.
Okay.
Because everyone was wearing masks. It was no big
Cool.
deal.
Yeah.
Right? So I was actually hoping for that same karma.
Okay.
I asked 2 people shopping, "Do you have Venmo, Cash App, or Zelle?" And if you buy my 4 groceries, came out to $21.43. It was expensive milk, honey, and nice bread.
Ooh, the good milk.
Good lactate.
Ooh.
Lacking them's enzymes.
Shit.
So
That's like scientifically engineered milk.
Exactly. So no one was going for it. Fine. I talked to the staff.
Just a guy
I was
at
like,
work.
"Bro, if you have your wallet on you,"
Yeah.
same thing, same pitch. I wasn't being overbearing. I wasn't
Yeah.
overstepping. I was super upfront. "Bro, I don't have my wallet." Okay. No, we're actually not allowed to carry our wallets on us while we're working.
Cat.
You work at Walmart. I'm not shitting on you because you work at Walmart. I'm shitting on you because you're not allowed. Walmart.
The strictest policy.
You can't carry your phone on you while you're okay. Sure. Whatever. Okay. So guess what I realized? I was like, "Oh, hey, how do I pay my rent? Because my landlords are fucking cavemen."
Yeah.
Checks.
Checks.
Guess what I have in my car? Checks.
No way you
So
pay with a check.
I went inside. I'm like, "Do you guys accept checks?" I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you guys have to. Like
Yeah.
legally, they're like, "We actually do." That's it.
Wow.
Right. Cool. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly what you just said. I was radiating that.
Wow.
Go in, put on my groceries. 21.43. Boop boop boop. No big deal. Cool. That'll be 21.43, sir. Okay. Writing my check out. Sign it. Signature.
Boom.
Here you go.
Oh.
Spits out my check.
Yep.
And it said, "Okay, that's good." And then their little screen had a pop up. Check
Yeah.
this out. Their little screen had a pop up. I saw it. And it said, "Verify ID."
Okay.
And she said, "I need your driver's license number." And I said, "That's fine. I know my driver's license number."
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. I said, I have my driver's
said
license
it.
number memorized.
Which, first of all,
I'm a weirdo for that. I recognize that. I know I have 3 credit cards. I remember all of them and their expiration date and their CVV.
Jesus.
I remember all. So my
I'm
first one.
fucked if I lose my wallet.
Exactly. So my first one
Is
is,
what
it's
Yeah.
watch this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No, but so then she's like, "Okay, what's your driver's license number?" Okay, blah 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 blah. Cool. And then she's like, "You remember that?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Well, can I see your ID?" I don't have my wallet, but I do have a photo of my ID on my phone. So
Yeah.
I was like, "Boop boop 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 boop." Here you go.
Also, Arizona now is one of the first states to have on your
I didn't know that.
wallet. You can put your Arizona
That's
State
so
ID.
sick. I did
You
not
can
know.
register your state ID.
That's
to
really
Apple.
cool. We'll look into that. I'll look
Yep.
into that. That's really cool. Look into that, folks. But so then she's like, "Okay," and then she's like, "Okay, I don't know if I'm allowed to accept that. Let me get my manager."
Oh, okay.
Manager gets over. I don't. She wasn't wearing a name. She wasn't wearing a name tag. But if you were wearing a
Yeah.
name tag, it would ruin your whole freaking life because 150 people watched the last YouTube video.
Just up the number every time.
Yeah, almost
Dude,
10,000 people.
Yeah, I
watched.
was gonna go 10K.
But 85 people listen to this podcast. All right, you understand that? I will ruin your life. And she's like, "Nope, has to be the physical copy." I'm like, "Why?" It has to be.
Why? What are you gonna do with this info?
And I told her, I was like, "I saw the screen. Type in the number.
Yeah.
Hit enter.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you it'll be okay." And she's like, "No, I'm not allowed to do it." And I was like, "I'm not buying alcohol. I'm not buying anything. I'm buying milk, bread, honey, and milk.
Probably more milk.
Yeah, I got 2 things of milk. Yeah, those are $6.50 a pop, by the way. So
God bless America.
Lactate is $6.50 a pop.
I wonder fucking.
And so she was like, "We can't help you. Have a good night." And I was like, "Whoa!" Like now she's like kicking me out, and I'm like, "All right." And for I walked out, no big deal. She's like, "Wait. Do you want your check?" And I'm just like,
"Yeah, I would rip that shit back."
And then we ripped it up, threw it away, and I'm just like, and that was the first time in a decade I've ever like gotten in my car, and I was like, I hope every single person who works at that Walmart that treated me poorly has a bad day.
You wished.
I don't want them to die. I don't want their moms or dads or boyfriends or girlfriends to die. But tomorrow,
I hope they have a bad day.
I hope you have a bad day. Whatever that entails, whatever a bad day is to them. Like, let's say that they're super dramatic and when they crack their eggs into the pan, those couple of shells fell in. If that's a bad day to them, I hope the whole freaking eggshell just collapses and lands in the... Are you okay?
Just look off.
I'm not used to having an audience. I'm sorry. What's up?
Yeah. Okay. There's a thing in the background that says laugh. It's the red cue card.
Funny. We should look into that. But if your bad day is you don't have that many bad days, so like a freaking fender bender, might have your car in the shop for 6 to 10 days.
No, it's more so like I hope your gene loop gets caught on the door.
You sicko.
I hope you drop your keys as you're about to put them in the door.
Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
All of it.
Now, I hope you stub your toe super bad.
So bad.
I hope you almost fall in front of somebody who you were really trying to impress, so it looks bad.
I hope you're going on a first date and you're eating spaghetti and it gets all over your face, and right when you're about to defend yourself, you bite your tongue.
I hope they get the bill wrong and you pay that.
Yeah, you have to overpay. And you can't argue with the bill on a first date because then you're going to look broke.
Yeah, then you're going to look, you're going to look bad.
Broke.
So now you have to eat that.
Get freaking bent. That's what you get for not letting me get my 2 gallons of Mac.
I hope you compliment somebody and they get offended at you.
Yeah. I hope you're like, oh, wow, I really like
I really like your hair. The fuck did you just say to me? Gets outside.
Did you not like my hair yesterday? What's with that?
I don't know what to do.
So if you work at a neighborhood Walmart and someone is trying to pay with check and they need some stupid piece of crap driver license verification number, just let them have it, please. Otherwise, you never know. They might have a podcast where 2.5 million people listen.
Did you hear that, Mr. President?
Yeah, Mark Kelly.
Yeah, Mark Kelly's going to go with us to Walmart and be like, as an astronaut and as a senator, I disapprove of this behavior.
Yeah. Dude, I will. Okay. Now that we have this on video and we could chop it up and play with it, and I kind of want to post this on Instagram Reels and see if we can. Fun. I've never done that before, so let's play with it. But
yeah.
Man, this was a fun one. This was a fun one. Oh, by the way, because we definitely know that the people that listened to the last one, we didn't introduce ourselves very well whatsoever.
I thought... No, we didn't.
18 minutes in, we did.
Oh, shit. Because we just kept rolling.
This episode is a lot more indicative of what we normally do and how silly we are in day-to-day lives.
Typical intro and everything like that.
So, yeah, I mean...
The double cup just came into camera.
Yeah, because we only have 2 coasters.
Yeah, I need to... I have a cork board. I should probably just cut some circles out of it.
Yeah, or, I mean, we should really figure out a set.
I mean, dude, I'm
happy.
I'm fully thinking of a display like behind us too.
Yeah,
podcast logo.
That'd be super sick. Yeah, that's what your dad was.
I could just bring the. That was a great idea.
That's a great idea. We should have your dad on.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Mark Kelly.
We should get our dads on for a four guy episode.
Yeah.
So then they talk about.
That's really fun.
Yeah, let's do that. No, dude, they do the intro. So then it's like. It's like the time machine. It's like a time machine.
Hey, welcome back to episode 423. We're from the future. That's really funny.
50 years in the future.
That's really funny. Because it's especially funny because I look like my
50,
dad.
Not 50. Definitely not. It's only like 30 years. What?
Well, 52 times.
20 years. God.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 52. Okay, so it'd be in 1,000 episodes, wouldn't it be?
Oh, shit. Episode a week. I'm not doing that math. I'm not even going to think about that.
I got it.
So after this episode, I'm going to go to Applebee's. And I'm going to get a combo platter.
I've been to Applebee's in like 12 years. Okay.
In
20 years, 52 episodes, 52 times 2 is 104. Add the 0 is 1,040.
Did you divide?
I did not divide by
carry
the
the one.
Mark Kelly.
What type of math does it take to be on a space station?
Yeah, we might have just done the worst pitch ever to let us up into space. We can't do 52 times 104 or some shit.
He's like, you dummies. You absolute buffoons.
I was actually going to let you guys go to space, and then I saw you guys try to do simple Monopoly math, and you couldn't hang.
Holy shit. Can you imagine that's the aptitude test? There's something that just says like, yeah, like he does a...
You land on boardwalk with a hotel twice in a row. How much money do you owe?
What do you think it would challenge us to? Who can hold a mug the longest because of gravity?
No, it'd have to be both of us at the same time. So it'd be a Mondo flex, like a game of chess.
No, it would be the fitness gram pacer test. Some multi-state.
He for some reason smokes us.
Yeah, he's just
Mark Kelly definitely seems like the type of dude to go like 65.
There's a really funny ass video of Mark Kelly if you haven't seen it. He dresses in a gorilla suit in the International Space Station.
I have seen that. Scared the shit out of everyone.
And he scares the shit out of like multiple people.
By the way, if you don't know who Mark Kelly is, he's a state senator for Arizona.
Yeah,
I voted for him. I really did because I didn't want that other.
We'll have him and Chuck Bondi on.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got to get Chuck back.
We
on.
need
Shout
to
out Chuck.
We need to get Chuck back on. That was so much fun.
Yeah, and I'm calling my shot right now. Right now, I've never done this before, but next week, Jared. We'll have on Jared next week. I'm calling my shot just with my entire ego on my chest.
Yes,
we got this,
and our hearts on the line.
And our hearts on the line. Yeah. So if you want to really get a good aptitude for what we're talking about next week, study up on the Arizona housing market. We're really going to dive into that. I know it's weird. That's the other cool thing. You're really getting a variety with us.
Yeah, it's really a mixed bag when it comes to guests. And like 44.5, that episode, we went back and literally revisited every single guest.
Yep.
And
a lot of variety there.
God, we had just about everybody,
and
we hope to have even more.
Yep.
So
we got some weird ones coming. We got a weird CEO. Oh, we got two weird CEOs. One of them being weird because they're weird. The other one being weird because they're a genius. And who else we got on the itinerary? Some injury attorneys, maybe.
Oh, that'd be very neat and nice. That'd be very. I'd say we call it here.
Okay. Yeah, while we're making up words, might as well quit where we're ahead.
Well, you see, with the whole theory about prestidigitation and...
But folks, this has been episode 45 of the Hispanic on Paper podcast. If you haven't, go check us out on YouTube. Give us a like, subscribe.
Hispanic on Paper podcast.
Yeah, check out our
Instagram.
Little Brothers playing dodgeball and on Instagram. Yeah, follow.
We hope to have some reels posted, some potential highlights of.
Give us a follow, DM us.
Yeah,
the whole nine. Thank you, Tim, for producing. Thank you, Sky, for audiencing.
Yes, absolutely. You guys are the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 45 of the Hispanic on Paper podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in.
My name is Marcos.
My name is Chris.
Catch you next week.
Take care.